What's up, Pisces, and welcome to your month ahead reading for October 2020. Feel free to watch this video if you're a Pisces sun, moon, or rising, or even if you're a sidereal Pisces sun, moon, or rising. You can also just watch for any Pisces placements in general. I'm simply just channeling the energy of Pisces. So we're going to pull for the week to week. Intuitively, I'm already feeling the words value system come up for Pisces. I feel like what you really care about and who really cares about you is very important right now. Also, I feel like we are kind of reconstructing our value system. Things that maybe were once really important to us might not have as much value to us anymore, and vice versa. Maybe something that we didn't find as much value in, we now see the value in it. So it's interesting. Let's go ahead and pull for the week to week. As intuitive messages come up, I will, of course, read them. I feel like this is also a very spiritual time for Pisces as well. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are getting a little bit more in touch with yourselves, or even a little more in touch with the source or higher ups or whatever you believe in, or even just building a spiritual routine, maybe taking care of your bodies more, stuff like that. Okay, ooh, so here we go, the first week for Pisces. Really beautiful. I see this coming up for a lot of people, the Hierophant energy the first week. And usually with the Hierophant energy, I kind of take this as universe is at play, or it could mean a judging factor. Sometimes it depends. But let's start off with the Nine of Swords, I feel with this energy old anxieties, old paranoias, or old mental blockages, things that keep us up at night, you know what I mean? These subconscious, thoughts that often become our demise. I feel like we are very much re-examining them right now. I think we're getting a new perspective on them. And I think you're kind of able to rise above. There's this energy here of maybe even rebelling a bit from those thoughts. So for example, if anyone here has been really reflective on themes of intimacy and connection, and they've been reflective on what their parents has taught them about intimacy and connection, there's an energy to definitely rebel against that, and maybe even feel like you're being more authentic and genuine to yourself. It's super interesting, and I was kind of channeling that energy for Pisces a couple weeks ago, where I was saying I feel like Pisces really snaps back into reality, and they really get this newfound perspective that they need in order to move forward, in order to feel more confident in their choices. Let's see what's going down second week of October. Second week of October for Pisces, please. Ooh. Okay, let's see. You have Ten of Swords in reverse and Ace of Swords in reverse the second week. So when there's a lot of swords present, Pisces, I feel like that means the mental state is kind of in need of a little more TLC. So one thing I'm seeing here is we're having difficulty healing maybe the wound of betrayal, or healing the wound of disloyalty, or maybe we're feeling a little bit more alone. Okay, but I'm gonna pull cards on it to see what direction this is going, because this is where I see with Ace of Swords in reverse, it kind of means maybe we're a little unclear, or we haven't quite seen the bigger picture, or we don't know where to make the cut. There's that energy too, where it's we don't know what to make the cut, or we're having difficulty pulling these swords out. So I'm gonna just pull an extra card just to clarify this guy. And it's clarified by strength. It's clarified by strength. I feel there's really deep rooted mental conflicts that are going to be addressed maybe the first half of October. And I feel like you come out of it triumphantly. And I feel like key to this is kindness to yourself, is confidence within yourself. I feel like there's this energy of think of these swords, You know, we're trying to remove them. We're trying to remove the sort of like, you know, limiting beliefs. We're trying to remove the sort of like doubting ourselves. We're trying to remove the sorts where we tell ourselves we can't do it, or that we're not good enough, or that nobody is gonna ever stick around. You know what I mean? It's like that energy. Or I think it's like these little, like the conversations we have with ourselves, I feel like are, you're made more aware of them. And they can either consume you, or we can start to address them and pull the swords out. And that's why it's going to take some strength. All right? This is going on the 3rd week of October 2020. 3rd week of October 2020. Lots of 10s. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so one thing I'm seeing is, you know, on the emotion end of the spectrum, I feel like something, it becomes like fulfilled emotionally, or something is like put to a close that has always had an emotional burden on you. I feel like it's both. I feel like any emotional burdens coming to a close now. We're starting to maybe like no longer feel emotionally affected by these things anymore. Also, like I said, emotionally fulfilling things may be starting to come in, because as one door closes, another always opens. So I see this is like, I could also see this as like emotional ties. That chapter to that person or situation also coming to a close. When it's paired with the star card, it's kind of like that closure is like the stars aligning. I feel like it's very lucky energy. It's in your favor type of energy. And like I said, stars are beginning to align for you 3rd week, Pisces. Lots of 10s, so lots of like kind of like sweeping away the residue and ashes of maybe the last chapter of your life, or the last decade of your life, or the old self, which I feel like 2020 has been. Everyone's been trying to shake off like the last 10 years, so when 2021 rolls around, we're ready to go. And I feel like you're in that process of really starting to shake things off. Let's see what's going on the 4th week. Lots of throat chakra issues. My throat feels a little bit tighter. So I feel like Pisces, communication. We have to heal the wound of communication. All right. Look at that. Sun energy. And ooh, 5 of Pentacles. There's going to be some tricky things. And I kind of knew there would be tests coming in for Pisces for the month of October, because the Hierophant card. Remember I told you that could be kind of like a judgment energy sometimes by the universe, to make it kind of mean tests coming in. So last week of October, I feel like this is where the test of dedication to self comes in, commitment to self comes in, tests of like stepping into the light. So I think stepping into yourself and allowing people to see the true self. And there's also this energy of like happiness and illumination. Like I feel like this test at the end of the month isn't gonna be hard, because I feel like you did the hard part. You've done the healing, you've done the purging, you've done the reflecting. I feel like by the end of like Libra season, moving into Scorpio season, your fellow water sign, and you guys start to feel a little bit more ready to transform, ready to take on what's new, ready to change. I feel like you guys want change. I bet the key thing is do not miss that lesson, because 5 of Pentacles can sometimes mean like we're not seeing the bigger picture, or we're not seeing that help is around us, or we're not seeing that the answer is like right in front of us. And when it's paired with the Sun, I feel like that's kind of like key hint to the answer is going to be by you making right the connection with you, because you also have, again, strength energy here. There's lots of Leo energy here, lion energy, bright energy, meaning rooting for the self, supporting the self. So again, focusing on that internal dialogue, Pisces, and fine-tuning that's what's supportive of you, fine-tuning that so it's uplifting. Because I feel like there's this energy of like once there's a light within Pisces, then there's like no stopping them. But just like you gotta spark that inner light within you first. But I feel like you guys do. I feel like this core middle part of October kind of makes this last part very clear. Kind of like as you see the dark, you see the light. You know what I mean? As you see the dark in the heart of hearts, you see the light. So I also feel like there's this energy too of cleansing the mental space. Again, I'm picking up on the word like spiritual surgery. Kind of like, I have this little chart that I like draw for my clients, where I say like, you manifest yourself in 4 different ways: the mental, the physical, the emotional, the spiritual. And I feel like we got some weeds in the mental right now that you got to pull out of your garden, because if you don't pull those weeds out of the garden, they're going to spread throughout the other 3 planes. So I feel like we're pulling some mental wounds here, closing up some emotional wounds here, and by the end we're feeling way more aligned and way more ready, excited. Alright, Pisces, so that was it for your month ahead for October. Thank you so much for tuning in. Comment down below, let me know what you think. Like this video if you want to see more YouTube videos from me. Yeah, and if you want to book a personal reading, I will leave a link down below. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.